Surprise, cockfags, it's us again. There's nobody but us.
Hello. Hello, gentlemen. Of all races, nationalities, and creeds. No one in particular.
Oh, this is the worst intro ever.
Is it Monday?
No, it's probably Wednesday by now.
Oh, Jesus. Alright. StarCraft 2, Killing Esports, Inglewood's Nerdbirds, Shakur's Plateau, Slayer's MMA, Millennium Feast, StarCraft 2 game go.
Oh man, but you just what was funny about the intro is it took 1 minute and 15 seconds according to StarCraft, which means
now we're all caught up.
Well, I know, except we shouldn't have been caught up because we're supposed to say that in 15 minutes.
Oh, well, let's have a discussion about how we shouldn't have been caught up, and then we'll eat more time.
Okay, well let's do that.
Okay. How are you today?
Oh, I'm quite swell, my Oh man.
Who says quite swell, my friend? My neighbor? Oh, fuck.
These jokes only work for the guys in my stream.
Thanks for never subscribing to youtube.com/killingesports where... Oh, Jesus. Get the water. It's going down.
I'm crying.
Somehow a blue probe wound up in the Red Terran's base. What a silly fucker. He shouldn't be here. This isn't your home.
You don't live here.
Where's my mom?
Yeah, go home.
You're not my mom. Yeah, we don't like your kind around
Oh no,
here.
they got guns now.
Y'all not welcome around these parts.
Yeah, so there's a gas out here for Feast, but
Oh, he's got gas? He
Yeah.
must have been to a buffet.
MMA's got no gas. But
Oh.
he's got a second command center, so he's expanded pretty fast. Something
Greedy. That's just like Koreans, you know? So greedy. All they care about is money. Never enough violence. All they care about is money. He's probably going to open up a corner store over there in Feast's neighborhood now.
Oh, he's trying to, but apparently this isn't America because it's not tax-free to build that there.
Oh, golly dang. Maybe he should get some loans.
Oh, man. Dude, I just finally stopped crying.
Excuse me. So don't drink 3 monsters.
Two and a half.
Okay, 2.5.
2.5's fine.
Yep. It's a good
So
number.
Feast is building his second base here, but it's gonna be a little here behind this this command center, but it's already in place. So
Yeah, it's gonna have to float a little bit. And MMA behind this got both of his gas, so he's ready to transition into some actual tech. He's gonna throw down a bunker at the top of the ramp just to be a little safe.
safe, and we're gonna see this Nexus come out. We're already seeing stalkers at a Feast because we just spent the last 5 minutes being assholes and not paying any attention to the game.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Stalkers against Bio because there's 3 racks down now for MMA, and he's really good with Marines and whatnot. So it's no surprise that he's gonna go Bio heavy in the beginning. He's now getting his second orbital command, and it's now done. So he's gonna lift it off, float it around, drop it down back to its house. He'll be double dropping mules on that natural, and he'll have all kinds of money to work with.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting to see him go double bunker here. I don't see a lot of double bunkers going on usually.
Yeah, he got really nervous. The thing about bunkers, of course, is that you can salvage them and get 75 minerals back. So it's a lot better to overcommit on them and take that, excuse me, that refund rather than think, I might be getting pressured, but I don't want to spend 100 minerals, so I just lost the game.
Yeah.
Are you not having fun here? Is this not doing it for you?
No, I just yawned.
Yeah.
I was kind of yawny.
Oh.
Oh, look, he's building a fucking third bunker. This is...
Yeah, he's just going to totally wall off with bunkers full of Marines, and yeah, that's fine. He might be trying to do something a little weird back here, and he wants to make sure it doesn't get scouted because the starport is now coming down. And it could...
Oh, shit, it's a timing fucking battle cruiser rush. That's exactly what I'm seeing here.
Yeah. Well, he did take those gases early on, but he's not taking gases number 3 and 4. Oh, he has taken 3, but he hasn't taken gas number 4. So he could be actually trying to do, like, Banshees, late Banshees, when they're not expected, but more than likely he's going to reactor out medevacs 2 at a time and just hit with a shitload of Marines all at once.
Now, you are a big fan of these Marines because they can attack land and air, they're relatively cheap, and they can be healed rather quickly by medevacs, right?
That's exactly right.
So, like, why is this not common to be used?
Oh, it's super common. Everybody does this. Bio heavy play is extremely common. Feast actually, yeah, has an observer in there, so he can see what's going on. He knows it's going to be Marine heavy. There's actually some Marauders coming out, which are really strong against Zealots and Stalkers, so it's nice to mix those in as well. But with Marines, it's like the only unit in the game where you can mass Marines and you're still effective no matter what your opponent is doing. So it's like the safest, most standard Terran play. And so we do see it a lot. Stim is just about done. However, +1 is just now beginning, so we might not see that timing attack until +1 is actually finished. But nope, he's going to push out right now and do a stim timing instead. So big bunch of MMA units are going to roll across the map, and we'll have to wait and see how Millennium's Feast can receive it.
Yeah, there's a third base from this Terran, which is a good position to be in against a Protoss. Always having an extra base is good. I can't believe I... Oh, look, he's actually going to drop some.
Yeah, MMA is quite well known for drops as well. Marine control, one of the best in the world, and then with drops, that's just a bonus because you've really got your army split into 2. So high APM and good awareness of where all your units are is paramount for doing that stuff. And he's continuing with the Marine buffs. Combat Shields now coming out, a second engineering bay, and he's actually going to add on 2 more racks.
Yeah, and he's starting the concussive shells buff, which is good for those Marauders. So he's setting up for a well-rounded bio army.
He's being chased down in the middle of the map, but he's also dropping at the same time. It looks like he's actually been caught in the center.
Yeah, and he was just destroyed. But that means the entire army's out of place here, and he's going to wreak as much havoc as he can before he has to pick him and get away. And those Stalkers don't even get a shot off on his medevac.
No, they blinked in there to save a bunch of time, because if they didn't have blink, he might have even had enough time there to stim up and take out that Nexus, but he did not. So all in all, I'd say it was actually a really good defend for Feast. And
yeah,
Feast
definitely
is now being offensive down to MMA's base. He's got a big line of something down there in the southwest. Okay, he's going to use that observer and blink up into his main, and there he is, right in the middle of the line, bling blow, nothing there to defend, and he's going to get free kills all day long and then blink away probably.
Yeah, there's a quick scan, but it didn't see anything.
He's trying to get that observer. He doesn't know where it went, and I don't...
He's currently supply blocked, which is a bad place for him to be.
Yeah, that's no good. And it looks like he's actually dropped a couple of those bunkers at the front, which we talked about, and he's replaced them with supply depots that he can raise and lower as he wishes. Another drop looking like it might be trying to get something done here from MMA. There aren't any cannons down still, I don't think, for Feast, so he doesn't have static defense back. And it looks like, yeah, Feast is actually looking to try this again. Get a few more worker kills and blink away. No, Blink's not quite ready yet, so these stimmed up bio units are actually going to clean them up beautifully. They do take some damage, but there's plenty of medevacs here to heal them right back up. So no real harm done there. And we still see that it's a 3 base on 2 base, kind of everything looking fairly even.
Now, why would you be building a supply depot way up here?
Vision. He just wants to be able to see if there's a warp prison coming in or blink stalkers. You know, it's if it gets lost, then you know it might be supply blocked temporarily, but it's only 100 mineral investment to keep constant vision there. So think about like what are they called? Totems in League of Legends or whatever. You just it's a small investment to keep your eyes on the map.
Yeah, that sounds spectacular. Huge Bioforce here, followed by the medevacs, are just hanging out. And we see this army for Feast is just getting bigger and bigger. And look at this. We have some High Templar with them.
Oh yeah, and Storm is on its way for the High Templar, and that is devastating to a tightly packed Bio Ball, which, I mean, he absolutely knows is MMA's plan for this game. He doesn't look to be deviating, but he has added on a Ghost Academy, and he's making a bunch of ghosts at a time. So EMP, as we know, completely eliminates the shields of Protoss units. It's not as big as it used to be. The radius of the EMP has been shrunk in patches, but it's still horrible. If you can drop 4 EMPs in a row, you've just cut the Protoss army in half before the engagement even begins. So beautiful there for MMA to start preparing for that inevitability.
Yeah, and he's just poking in here with a single zealot, trying to lure the army up, and it looks like he does. He leads a bunch of these guys up. And this
and Feast is kind of out of position though. He's not gonna be able to make anything happen from that. But
well, no, but he scouted those ghosts. He saw those ghosts, and that's a big deal.
Certainly, especially with High Templar too. So not only does the EMP wipe shields, but it removes energy from energy units. So High Templar can be completely neutered by a good ghost.
Yeah, so he's mobilizing here across the map. He's getting his Bio Ball all set up, and he's gonna scout with this factory. It looks like, and Feast is gonna meet him in the middle of the field. We're gonna see a little back and forth action here.
Yeah, no EMPs yet. Scan goes down so MMA can see what's there, what the army composition is. He's going to stim into them and try and get a whole bunch done here. Cut him off from running away, and he actually manages to succeed. These charged zealots come in, but they just get melted before they can even reach the enemy opponent. Storm comes down out of these High Templar, doing horrible damage there on all these tightly packed bio units, and actually does manage to force them away. So well played by Feast, and he actually blinks in afterwards to try and pick off some medevacs, pick off some ghosts. And he's not sticking with it. He wasn't really willing to commit those stalkers away just in case. But back for engagement number 2, and he pulls away, but all those concussive shell marauders actually slow a bunch of zealots and get 3 kills out of them. So he is just whittling down this Protoss army, and the supply reflects that. Big advantage now for MMA. Stems in, and he's going to take out the second base for certain, and we'll see if there's even more fall after that.
Oh, and we see a good game just already. I mean, it's just game fucking over.
Yeah, MMA just did an awesome job there with mass bio, good stim, good upgrades. He was on +2 damage, just about +2 armor finish, but not quite. So he did have the upgrade advantage. It looked like he killed a few more workers during that game as well. So yeah, and taking out the second base, even if he pulled back home right then and said, I'm happy with this, I'm going to re-macro up, just a huge advantage still. So Feast knows that he's done for, and he does tap out.
Yeah, that's definitely a place that I wouldn't have backed out, though. He's practically maxed out on his army, and knowing the advantage that he had, you would have no choice but to continue to push at this point.
Yeah, right, yeah. It was, I mean, he was seeing blood for sure, so he went in for the kill and he got it.
Okay, so between us, I'm like Warren Moon. I just say the obvious shit.
And I'm like Charles Barkley in that I'm always trying to be civilized.
Civilized. Anything else would be uncivilized.